Hi everyone, this is Lovelin Johnson, and today we are going to be looking at the law of preparation from the 16 undeniable laws of communication. Before we get started, I have a question for you. Have you ever sat through a presentation where you clearly knew the presenter is winging it? Anybody? How did it make you feel? Did you feel frustrated, disappointed, perhaps disrespected? And now, a deeper question. How many times have you been that presenter? You didn't take time to prepare. At the last minute, you're scrambling and putting the slides together, and you have all ready at the 11th hour. How many times have you winged it? This video is not to put you on a guilt trip, but this video is to give you a framework for preparation. Let's talk about the preparation mindset. Communication is not about delivering information, it's about transformation. And that transformation should begin with us. The message should get marinated in us before it can be delivered. The law of preparation states that you cannot deliver what you have not developed. So when you prepare and work hard, success is inevitable. But when you wing it and you don't take time to prepare, success is improbable. So how do we prepare? First, we're going to talk about the preparation mindset, and then we are going to talk about the two-part framework for preparation. So let's talk about the preparation mindset. Spectacular performance always precedes by unspectacular preparation. We all understand this at a high level. But why do we not take time to prepare? There are several reasons why we don't take time to prepare. You need the discipline, you need to prioritize the importance of the delivery, and you need to put time and work for it. Sometimes overconfidence may come in your way and you may think, I will get away with it. And sometimes you get frustrated because you've put in so much time and energy, but the outcome has not been the same. You would have put 10 times of effort and you would have expected a 10 times better outcome. And often that doesn't happen and you get frustrated. And all these reasons stop us from preparing. But we should remember that spectacular performance always precedes unspectacular preparation. I love this quote by Abraham Lincoln. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. What is Lincoln saying here? He's saying if he has to chop down the tree, which is the outcome, he is going to spend 4 hours sharpening the axe, and that is preparation. The more time you spend sharpening your axe, the more efficient and effective you would be to knock down the tree. I want you all to think about preparation as a great runway for you to show up that day, to execute and enjoy the outcome because you sharpen the axe, and that is preparation. Steve Jobs embodied maniacal preparation. If you have watched his product launch, you could tell that he is flawless in execution. But people close to him would tell you that he has spent hours, days perfecting his presentation. He would look at slides, the transition between slides, would work on the timing, would work on the phrasing, and he would spend countless hours so he would be prepared for the product launch and his presentation would be effective. So what looked like an effortless presentation is the result of hours of hard work, and he leaves nothing for chance. He puts in the effort and he gets the result. How do you view preparation? Do you see it as a burden, or do you see it as an opportunity to develop and build your message so you could be effective on the day of delivery? We are now going to look at the 2-message framework that effective communicators always have: your best message and your big message. What is your best message? It's basically the content of your speech. You know you're going to speak about leadership, so your content is all about leadership and you're preparing the content based on what the audience wants. That's your best message. So, what is your big message? This is when you answer 4 questions. What do I want the people to see? What do I want the people to know? What do I want the people to feel? And what do I want the people to do? When you think about it, if you are communicating a message, you want the people to see that they can do it. Instead of thinking, can I do it? You want them to think about, how can I do it? What are the possibilities? You want them to see their possibilities. The next question is, what do you want them to know? What are the facts that could support? How could you empower them and how could they do it? What are the facts that they need to know? The third question is, what do you want them to feel? You want them to feel that they can do great things. Often your message should have your audience as your hero. You're not the hero because you're delivering the message. The audience is the hero because they are going to rise up after the speech and they are going to go to their homes thinking they can do great things. You don't want them to think you can do great things. You want the audience to think and leave thinking they can do great things. So you want them to feel empowered. And that's how your message should be. It should empower your audience. And the last thing is you want your audience to take action. Imagine if you communicated a great speech and none of them took any action. Your message just kind of falls flat. You've not brought the transformation that you hoped for. So at the end of the day, you want them to take action. You want them to multiply the message that they heard because they could act and bring the transformation that you have experienced yourself. So always remember this. You prepare a message. Think about the big message that you want the people to have. What do you want them to see? What do you want them to know? What do you want them to feel? And what do you want them to do? And keep that in mind when you prepare a message. To conclude, I want to leave you with the big message. What do I want you to see? That behind every quick or big success is a long runway of preparation. What do I want you to know? I want you to know that you need to sharpen your axe in order for you to be effective. What do I want you to feel? That I want you to feel that the more preparation you do and the more preparation you take, you are bound to see results one day. It may not be immediate, but you will see great change with your communication. And what do I want you to do? I want you to sharpen your axe because the more you sharpen, the more effective your message is going to be. I would like to end with a question. We all have the will to win. We know that. But the question is, do you have the will to prepare? Only you can answer that question. You're the hero of your life. Do you have the will to prepare? So winning is inevitable. I hope you found this lesson helpful. Next week, we are going to be looking at the law of collaboration. Hope to see you there. Bye.